He's so nice and he's the guy that I should want. But it's like I need a little bit of like a, you're going to send me to the psych ward, and it's just not giving that.
Hey, what up? This is Solo Traveler ORD, back with another video review. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you're right here. So with this video review, I want to go over, is dating and marriage worth it in the westernized culture? Is that something that you brothers are actually, do you guys actually see any value in it here in the West? Because as I've always stated, you're more valuable outside the United States in another country. And you're able to find a lot more better women as you travel, go to another country than what's in the West. So I gotta ask you guys, is that something that you guys really want here in the West? Or do you guys want to continue dealing with what's here? Or you guys want to move out, enjoy yourself elsewhere? Well, with this video review, we're gonna go over relationships and what these women have to say about relationships and things that goes on. Let's go ahead and check it out. So we'll see what she has to say, because she has a lot to say about dating.
Do not go on that coffee date. Do not go on that boba date. Do not go meet that man for drinks. This man saw you, and his first initial thought wasn't, wow, I'd really love to get to know her over some dinner and a nice ambiance. He looked at you and said, Dunkin'? Starbucks? The amount of messages that I get from men that ask me if I like coffee. No, bitch, I don't like coffee. I actually hate it.
You guys see that cough in her head? It's like she got treated. So she thought that she was gonna go on a nice date and ended up going on a coffee date. Yeah, that's right. He made sure he didn't lose his money just to get to know you. So that means that you are a gold digger, that you're trying to, finesse men of their money. If going on a coffee date is a problem for you, that right there lets you know the type of woman that she is. Brothers, don't fall for this. Don't fall for the okie doke. I'm gonna tell you, man, get your passports and go out to foreign lands and find something well worth it. Let's move on. This guy Free, you guys know him as a famous comedian. He has something to say about this one famous lady who dated the tight end football player for the Kansas City Chiefs. I forgot his name. I'm sure he's gonna say it.
You guys see the video of Travis Kelce's ex-girlfriend was Kayla Nicole?
There we go.
The black chick, yeah. She was on Angel Reese's podcast. And let me tell you, man, was she talking a lot of shit. She was like, do I look like a woman that pays 50-50?
Do I look like I would go 50-50 on bills?
Bruh. Wow. What kind of shit is that? I mean, this is not anything new. Women taking men for their money and shit like that. Nothing new, you know? But why are you talking like that? Travis is winning like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny that she coming out and saying that this is all coming out while Travis is with this, probably I would say billionaire. I don't know how much she is worth, whatever, but let's just say that. And she pays her own, and it means nothing. And they've been together for at least, now I guess, a whole year or whatever at this point. I remember it started off beginning of last season. So, because, I was watching football and they kept, bringing her up, whatever. But, it's interesting that she has no problem, but her, who's not even making much money, I'm sure is nowhere near what was Taylor Swift is making. And she got the nerve to say that she don't go 50-50, but Taylor Swift has no problem going 50-50, and she makes even more money than her.
You can say what you want about Taylor Swift, but she is paying her own bills, big time, and he's paying his. And what is wrong with 50-50? What is wrong with that? Who's making these women, man? Is this AI? Is this Elon Musk building these new women that are on this bullshit? I just want to know. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with taking care of a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. But this whole, do I look like? No, you look like you by your motherfucking self 100%.
It's the entitlement. That's what it is. It's the fact that they feel like they're entitled and that they should be taken care of like little princesses. And that's the problem. And these types of women will take all your money.
And you ain't 50-50, you 51-50, because you out your goddamn mind. Shout out to Cam And Mace, thank you for giving her the business. You know the saying, show me a hot chick and I'll show you somebody tired of fucking her. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And Kelsey was actually tired of it.
You know, I'll tell you, man, this is the culture in the West. Not saying it's every woman, but it's starting to be a continuing theme that is going on in the West. A lot of women are just regurgitating the same old BS. And I'm starting to believe that they all believe this crap. Let's move on. So this woman says, what stripping taught me about men? Really, tell us.
Most husbands hate their wives. They do. I danced for 4 years. I stripped for 4 years. I danced from 2011 to 2015. I know everything there is to know about men, okay? I've never been naive to the bullshit. I found out male nature for what it was at 19 years old. Never been married before. Don't want to ever be married. Don't ever want to have children. I've just seen too much. I know men too much. My father has also been very honest with me about male nature, and just with him being honest just with his own lifestyle, and just how he operates as a man, and even the men that he surrounds himself around, how they operate. And one thing that I noticed at the strip club is that all the married men would trauma dump on me about their wives, how they weren't attracted to their wives anymore. A lot of them lose attraction for their wives after they have children. They start to feel very neglected after their wife has children.
Yeah, you know, the biggest thing is that most of the women, they let themselves go after having a child. They don't want to work on, you know, getting themselves back, or at least somewhat near where they used to be before having a child. And yes, when men first meet women, we are physical. We look at women first by the physical, and that's what turns us on. And women don't understand that. They think it's emotional. I mean, there is some emotional aspect to it, especially once you get older, but most of the time it's all what we see, and that's the first thing that gets us going. Women don't understand that, and that is the problem.
And a lot of them complained about how they their wives let themselves go. They're fat, they're overweight, they don't look as pretty anymore.
The other one is the fact that they let themselves go, but they don't even want to look nice, presentable when they leave their house. You know, they get used to walking out with pajama pants and things like that, just not looking nice. You know, not even saying, you know, put on some makeup to, you know, I know a lot of men don't like makeup, but, you know, at least put something, do something, fix yourself up to look nice. And then, of course, you know, y'all make yourself look obvious, because when y'all had enough of dealing with us, and we already had enough a long time ago, because we're like, look at this, you know, you don't even want to look nice for us. Now you want to spice yourself up and start going out and looking nice for, you know, with your girls, whatever. And we're looking like, yo, you can't even do that for us.
Bicker a lot, they fight a lot, they nag a lot, they complain a lot. Yep. And I think that this is very important information for a lot of women to understand and know, because I just did a video about this, but too many women believe that because their husband hasn't left them, that their husband likes them. And that couldn't be any further than the truth.
No, it's because he's stuck. He knows that the moment that he leaves her, the court system is going to screw him over. So he's stuck with her.
This is why most of the demographic of, you know, men that are buying escorts and OnlyFans and stuff like that, most of them are married. Most of the I always joke around and I always say, there's no man more single than a married man. And the reason why men that are married cheat so much is because they were sold a dream too. They were, through patriarchy, they were sold a dream too. And they were sold the dream that they were going to get all their needs met from one woman. They were going to get their emotional, their sexual, the domestic things taken care of. They were told that they just needed one woman to do that.
That dream was sold by women telling men that, you know, you should only have one woman and that's it. And we know throughout history, throughout time, that men has always had more than one wives when he has money. And not to be stuck with monogamy with just one woman, because that one woman cannot take care of that man, because, you know, his sexual urges, the things that he wants done, and even having more than one wife actually is benefits the wife more than anything, because as you all know, most of these women don't even want to have sex like that, you know, and men could keep going, want to have, you know, a lot of sex, you know, every other day. And most of the women don't want to do it. So it's like, why are you going to make him suffer? Might as well let him have a side chick, or, you know, have sister wives or something, because it makes no sense to be selfish like that.
And then they quickly realize that that's not the case. And we also have to realize that internally, men struggle a lot. Men don't know how to emotionally regulate on their own. They have to have a woman to help them feel comfortable to, you know, emotionally regulate. And so men realize that the vessel can never be filled. The vessel is going to be, it's insatiable. It's insatiable, the need that they have for women and multiple women. And a lot of them don't like their wives. A lot of them don't. Most of them are just tolerating it. They're just tolerating their wife in a marriage because they still get some benefit.
Not really.
They do. They still get some benefit. And also, a lot of men suffer from male character syndrome. A lot of them, they don't want to be the one to bite the bullet to get a divorce because they don't want to be seen as the bad guy.
No, that is wrong. No, it's because these men that are stuck in the matrix, they know that the moment that they get a divorce, they are going to get raped. They're going to get, I'm sorry, I can't use that word. These men are going to get screwed over in the court system because the court system hate men. Society hate men. So that's why I tell you, brothers, don't do this stuff in the West. Go outside of the West, get married and have a good time and have a good life. Don't do it here.
They rather just have the wife file for divorce and be the one that can just take the heat for breaking up the family. But that is one thing that stripping taught me about men, and that's one reason why I would never get married. If you really were to be a fly on the wall with men and their conversations about women and the conversations about their wives, a lot of women would change their tune on how they view marriage, because I can guarantee you that men aren't viewing it the same way as you. Men aren't, they're saying like, oh, I just fell in love with her and like that's the reason. No, like that's just their politically correct answer. That's just the answer that they have to give so that it will be palatable for people. But when the doors are closed, when the mics are off, when the cameras aren't rolling, and they're in a safe space, they're not saying that that's the reason why they even married the woman in the first place. It's because of something that they're benefiting from in some way, shape, or form.
And she benefits from him as well. Most of the benefit is because he's looking for a helpmate. And of course, he's looking for someone to cipher money off of. So it goes both ways.
Has nothing to do with the actual woman herself.
No, I'm gonna leave it right there because she probably got, it's not even worth going over the rest of the video, but you guys get the gist of what's going on, what she's saying. And most of us, man, we already know what it's like, you know, dealing with that type of women in the West. That's why I tell you, brothers, you know, go somewhere else and find another woman, because here's the thing, that women in another country will actually fulfill you with everything that you're looking for. You'll find that more than anything compared to in the West. Most of these women, they will not do what it takes to make the relationship work or to even make you happy as a man, because they don't know the fact that the more they make you happy, the more you make everybody happy in the whole family, the whole unit. And they don't understand that they're selfish. They believe that as long as they get pleased, as long as they're happy, everything is good, which is a lie. So, hey, let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is Solo Traveler ORD, and I'm out.